No, man. I'm not sharing any of my women or my wine with you. Get your own. Jesus. Let's learn jack straw. What is poppin', family? Welcome back. Thanks for coming to another Play Dead. My name is Davey. And today, I'm going to teach you jack straw. But first, if you haven't been here before, thanks for showing up. And please subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you get notified when we drop videos every week. And there's like 4 or 5 of them now, okay? So every Tuesday, you got a drink and a joint. Every Wednesday, you got loose beats. Every Thursday, you got Play Dead. Every Friday, I do a live Q&A jam stream thing. And then every other Monday, I stream my Grateful Dead band that I play with to the channel. So get in while you can. We're just getting bigger and rolling along. We're a big old happy family here at Toby and Davey. So yeah, do that. Get on it, okay? Today, Jack Straw, one of my favorite tunes, right? It's one of your favorite tunes too. You guys have been asking for it. And it's one of the bigger ones. This is like mid-tier Dead tune. You know what I mean? Like this one's got a lot of changes in it. It's fun, okay? The song was originally written by Bob Weir and Robert Hunter. You don't really see the two Bobs getting together to write much, but on this one they did, which is really cool, right? That's fucking cool. And it premiered at Keith's first show, which was October 19th, 1971. It was also the first time that they played Ramble on Rose, Tennessee Jed, a bunch of those things from Europe 72 that you know, these ubiquitous songs, right? So it breaks down like this. There's an intro, verse, chorus, bridge. I've just named them that. That's not really what they are. They're kind of like these, they're not quite choruses or bridges. They're all just kind of verses, but they all have different chord progressions. So I didn't really know what to do, so I called them a verse, a chorus, and a bridge. But there's 3 distinct parts to this song, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and start with your intro, okay? So let's get into it. Hello, thank you for joining me in the intro. So this is what it looks like. I know it's just 2 chords, but chill out, chill out. I'm not gonna give you a tab because there's so many different things that Jerry did over it, so I'm gonna just kind of noodle over it for a second and kind of show you some ideas. Kind of like what we do at the end of episodes, but for certain intros, I'm gonna kind of do this too, just so you can get an idea of like, don't just stay stuck in this little box of what Jerry did. Really kind of like stretch your own legs over these things and figure out what works for you, right? Works with your playing style, all right? So it sounds like this. So you can also play that down here. So what you're doing basically is you're making an E and then an E sustained fourth, all right? So you take that regular E shape and then you just add your pinky to basically make an A shape right there on that A, D, and G. And then you can do the same thing up here. I remember showing you guys this chord during the He's Gone lesson. So He's Gone would be like that's He's Gone. That's what Bob would do during He's Gone. But this one he does, so it's that E shape. So you're gonna take your middle finger and that's gonna go to that E root, that 7th fret on that A string, okay? And then you're gonna go 6th fret with your pointer finger on that D string, and then on the G string you're gonna put your pinky on the 9th fret. And that's what gives you that open E chord. And I love this. I used to write a lot of songs with this E chord. Yeah, or even that E chord, that one's sexy. And we use that in Eyes of the World, remember? You guys are learning so much. You're learning how they used to use a bunch of the same chords, right? So he does this E, but then he moves that 6th up to the 7th for that sustain. That's how you make that a sustained fourth. Now what I'm gonna do is I've got that set up on a loop, and I'm gonna show you some ideas to noodle over it. But one thing that I do want to get to you guys before we get into leading over it a little bit is at the very end, right before you go into your verses. Jerry would do this thing sometimes where he kind of falls into that E that it settles on. So you're gonna basically trace your E chord. So you're gonna hit that sustain note. So 2, 1 on that G string. So, and then you're gonna slide from 2 to 4 on that D string, and slide back down to that 2. So, and then you're gonna go to that A string on the 4th fret and slide down to the 2nd fret. And then that'll bring you into the we can share. That's what that says. We can share. Get it? Got it? Good. So let's see what this sounds like with a little bit of lead over it. Get it? Just some decent ideas. Some little fluttery things. Really, the best thing that I can tell you to do is to lead with emotion. Because if you're not leading with longing or despair or just any type of deep-rooted passion, it's not going to come across right. So you can play in a completely different style, but you're always going to have that touch of Jerry if you're leading with this longing, this deep, just sadness, really. As long as that's there, you're doing great. You know what I'm saying? So let's move on to your verses. Let's move on to these verse chords. All right.
We can share the women, we can share the wine. We can share.
Hey, what up? Welcome to the verse. Hey, look at that. Look at all them chords. Isn't that crazy? It's a bunch. Don't fret. Don't fret, young one. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna play it once and then we'll break it down, okay? So I'll do a little bit of the intro too. We can share the women, we can share the wine. We can share what we've got of yours, 'cause we've done share all of mine. Keep on rolling, just a mile to go. Keep on rolling, my old buddy, you're moving much too slow. All right, and then that's where you go into the chorus, really just the next section, okay? So what this breaks down like is you're gonna start on that, you're gonna do that little thing I taught you there. And then you're gonna start on that E, so we can share, and then F sharp minor, the women we can share the, and then on wine, we're gonna hit a C sharp minor and an A, so wine. So what I like to do when you hit that C sharp minor, if you're doing the Jerry parts, so with these, I like to hit more of like the root notes. It's kind of what Jerry did through all this, and as you can see, that's what I was doing. So we can share the women, we can share the wine. because you have another C sharp minor right here. So if you trace that during that thing, that's how you get the, and I love that line. So, or you can also hit the C sharp minor, A. But this is we're just going through it with the chords right now. But just know that you can hit all of these root notes and just get more of that Jerry kind of style to it, especially when you go down to the E to moving much too slow, that kind of thing. It's just what he liked to do. So you can do stuff like that too, but we'll get through these. So you start with that. We can share the women, we can share the wine. And then E again. We can share to B minor what we've got of yours. So on that yours you hit a D. I know it's a little strange, but that's just how it's done. We can share what we got of yours, cause we done to A, done shared all love. And on mine you're gonna go to E, my, and then you hit that G sharp minor, and then back to D, and then an A. And you're gonna chill on that A for a second, and then you're gonna go back to that E, okay? So we'll go through that again. We can share the women, we can share the wine. We can share what we've got of yours, cause we done share all of mine. And we're gonna do basically that whole thing again, so keep on rolling, just a mile to go. Keep on rolling, my own buddy, you're moving much too slow. And this is where that changes. So you're gonna do slow, oh, oh. So you're gonna do an E to B to an A instead of an E, G sharp minor to D to A, because this is how we get into that, the I Just Jumped the Watchman one. Okay, so we'll go through that second one again. So keep on rolling, my own buddy, you're moving much too slow. Oh, oh. Okay, so now we're gonna move on into the next section. Cool? Cool.
I just jumped the watchman right outside the fence. Took his ring.
All right, so what's up? Okay, welcome to this thing that I have decided to call the chorus. Why did I do that? I don't know. It's basically just another verse, but it's got a different chord progression, and I gotta be able to make this shit digestible for you little cookie monsters, okay? So, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna play through it, and then we'll break it down. Too slow. I just jumped the watchman right outside the fence. I took his rings for bucks and change now. Ain't that heaven sent? It hurts my ears to listen, Shannon, it burns my eyes to see. But down a man in cold blood, Shannon, might as well be me. All right, and then that's how that goes, and then you're in your next section. Okay, so that D, B minor, A, and E, that's your last section basically until the very end. But we're gonna get to that. So this section breaks down like this. So when you're heading into it from that first verse, it goes from cut time to full time. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, but it gets faster. Much too slow. And then that E kind of sets you off on that new pace. All right, and you stay there for that for a beat. So too slow. And then you're gonna hit that E sustained fourth that we learned at the beginning. The I just jumped the watchman. Then you're gonna go back down to regular E. Okay, so I just jumped the watchman, and on watchman you go back down to E. Okay, so and then back up to right outside the fence. Took his rings for bucks and change now. Ain't that heaven sent? And then I like to do a thing where I go, because we're going up to F sharp. So you're doing a slide from 2 to 4. So, and then you're gonna hit a 2 and a 4 on the A and D string. So 2 to 4, 2, back to 4 on the A. I fucked up and didn't put my fucking thing here. God damn it, guys. That's fucking, those are the original handwritten Jack Straw lyrics. I can't believe I didn't have that up the whole time. I'm sorry. That's what that is. That's really cool. There's different lyrics on there. There's some cool stuff on there. Because even for this part, it's like, Ben Blue from Tulsa. Ben Blue rode from Tulsa with 2 men by his side. That's the Jerry part of that kind of middle section. The Ben Blue rode from Tulsa, 2 men by his side. That kind of thing is weird. There's different words. But anyway, so this is how you get up to Bob's part. So 2 to 4, 2, 4, and then back up to 4. And then that starts you on an F sharp sustained 4, and back to F. So on Are You Kind, it's going to tell you that those things were an E7 sustained to an E7, and then this is an F7 sustained to, or F sharp sustained 7th to an F sharp 7, or F sharp 7 sustained 4th to an F sharp 7. But I've just been doing them as just OG chords for forever, and it sounds fine to me. But if you want to make those 7s, go right ahead. It's your life. It's now or never. You ain't gonna live forever. The immortal words of John Bon Jovi, Sir Jonathan Bon Joviist. Yeah. Okay, so it's my ears to listen, Shannon, it burns my eyes to see. So you're just rocking back from that sustained to that regular one, just like the first part. It hurts my ears to listen, Shannon, it burns my eyes to see. Put down a man in cold blood, Shannon, might as well be. And then on that me, you're gonna go to D, and then you're gonna hit this progression. So the progression is D, B minor, A, then to E. Okay, and that's what gets you into that next one. So, hurts my ears to listen, and Shannon, it burns my eyes to see. Put down a man in cold blood, Shannon, might as well be me. So I want you to do that. Kind of that bluesy stuff. So this is now the next section, so let's get into that next section. Okie dokie, let's do it.
We used to play for silver, now we play for life.
All right, welcome to that next section, which I've entitled The Bridge for no good reason. It's not a bridge. I don't know, man. Somebody's going to tell me what it is, and then I'm going to get upset, but whatever. So this progression, you can see it right there. It is D, B minor, A, and E. And this is the jam too. So this is what I'm also going to be showing you guys how to lead over here in a little bit. All right. So from that might as well be me, you are now in that progression. So that progression is.
Play for silver, now we play for life. And once the sport, and once the blood at the point of the knife. And now the die is shaking, and now the dollar's full. There ain't no winner in the game. You don't go home with all, not with all.
And that's how you get back around to the very beginning to do that second run through of all that shit. Okay, so we're gonna break this down. So we used to play for silver. So you do starts on D. So you're gonna be doing that D, B minor, A, and E as your jam. So you're gonna jam on that for a minute, but as soon as you're done doing your little lead or whatever, you kind of come in with that.
We used to play for silver, now we play for life.
So we used to, and on play we're gonna hit a B minor.
Play for silver.
Go back down to A. So
Used to play for silver, now I play for life.
all right, and then
Once for sport and once for blood at the point of a knife.
yeah. So
Once for sport and once for blood at the point of a knife. Now the die has shaken and now the die must fall. There ain't a winner in the game.
and then down. This is where it changes.
You don't go home with
And then on that all, you're gonna go to A.
all, and then not with all.
You're gonna hit a D. Okay, so this is where those bob chords, man. It's crazy. So
Don't go home with all, not with all.
so those are D's and G's. So
Not with all to G, all
back to D,
to G, all.
and then you're gonna do a walk down from G to E, chromatic. So, and then you're back at your intro again, which leads you all the way back around to the beginning of the song, man. So it's definitely a couple hours later. I've had some dinner, had a little drinky poo, and I come upstairs to start editing a loose beat that Toby sent me. And I go to review the footage that I shot today, and I see that the footage got cut off like right after the bridge thing was taught. So I owe you guys a little solo. I recorded all that. Like there's audio for it, but it doesn't have visual existence. And what are we without visual existence? You are what you behold. So anyways, all right, so I'm gonna rip a fat little lead over it, and yeah, you can see how that sounds, and then we'll skedaddle on out of here. All right, cowboy? All right, happy trails. Okay, and that's enough. That's enough for today. Right? Okay, well, I love you guys very much. Thank you for sticking this out with me. I didn't expect to have to do this again later, so I don't remember what I said the first ending, so we're just losing that comedic gold that I would have dropped on your asses for this, and I don't know what this is, but I love you very much. Toby and I both very much appreciate the support you guys give us, the feedback you guys give us. You're a great audience. You're a great fam. We appreciate you very much. So please, if you're new, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff you're supposed to do, and share us around with your friends. Let people know that we're out here, that we doing stuff, okay? Follow us on the social medias, all that jazz, okay? We love you. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Leaving Texas, 4th day of July.